As Thanksgiving arrives in the United States and my birthday approaches, I found myself reflecting on the journey that led me here. In this episode, I want to focus on the deep, sincere gratitude I feel for the people who supported me, the body that carried me, and the parts of me that refused to give up. This episode is a moment to breathe, connect, and remember the quiet miracles of becoming. Hey lady, welcome to the Highly Sensitive Woman podcast. Do you struggle with self-doubt, setting boundaries, or feeling overwhelmed? My name is Alyssa, and I'm a highly sensitive woman who spent years trying to fit in, ignoring my own needs, and living in constant fear of disappointing others. But I finally discovered the power of embracing who I am, and now I don't feel so broken. In this podcast, you'll learn to find your voice, set boundaries, and live with bold confidence and inner peace. Grab a cozy blanket. It's time to connect with someone just like you. Happy Thanksgiving from the Highly Sensitive Woman podcast. And to all of you who are listening in other countries and are not celebrating Thanksgiving, just know that I am thankful for all of you too. And whether you're listening on your morning walk or you're preparing a meal, or maybe you're just hiding out in a quiet room for a few minutes of peace before everyone is gathered and it's a little bit chaotic, just know that I am so honored to be here with you today. And this episode is just kind of a softer, more reflective episode. It's a moment to breathe and to be grateful. But before we dive in, I want to share just a little sneak peek of next week. Next week is my 47th birthday, and if you have been listening from the very beginning of this podcast, you know that it has significance for me, and because of that, I have a special gift for all of you who are part of my community and something that I have been working on, and I can't wait to give it to you. There's more to come with that next week. My birthday, it can, bring up a mixture of emotions, but this one especially in conjunction with, being 47 and that being the age that my grandmother passed away. And 10 years ago, I spent my birthday in a mental health treatment facility, and I will share more about that next week. But that experience and the 10 years that have passed since that led me here. And I want to talk about next week how I got to that place, kind of what saved me, and why I am so grateful that I survived that season. And it is that gratitude that I really want to focus on today, because I have so much genuine, deep in my soul gratitude for everyone who played even the smallest role in helping me get from that place to where I am today. So to everyone who ever said anything kind to me, wrote me a kind message, spoke over my life, prayed for me, held hope for me when I could not hold it for myself, I just want to say thank you, and know that you shaped my healing in ways that you will never fully know. And while that was a really, really, really hard time in my life and a very dark season, I ultimately have become very thankful for those hard seasons, because those seasons that nearly broke me and the ones that asked more of me than I knew that I had, I was in the darkness, and I very, very easily could have slipped away and never found my way out of it. And I am just so grateful that I survived those moments. And it was by no means graceful or perfect, or it did not seem positive at all in any way when I was in it. But that experience built resilience in me and compassion in me, and I would not trade that for anything. I wish very much that I could have gotten to the place where I am now without having had those experiences. If there had been a different path that I could have taken. But if that is what it took for me to get to this place, I am grateful for it, because the place where I am now is pretty incredible. It's not perfect, and there are definitely challenging days and struggles, and I don't want to pretend like there's this moment where you flip a switch and everything is rosy and you never find yourself wishing that you weren't a highly sensitive woman, or feeling like, kind of the way that you were made is wrong, because those moments do still pop up from time to time for me. And I do still have moments where I struggle to say the thing that I'm thinking, or I find myself lacking a little bit in confidence. And so I want to be very raw and real about that. And at the same time, those days are much far and fewer between. And for the most part, life is pretty amazing. And I do have so much gratitude for what it took to get here. And getting a little bit emotional. I want to honor the parts of me that rose up during those very dark years. The protector part of me that very minimally but kept functioning and kept getting me out of bed every day, and the achiever that pushed me forward when I thought there was no forward to move toward, honestly. The fighter who just simply refused to quit and refused to believe all of the misinformation that I was given about what was going on. And I don't have any ill will toward the professionals and the people who gave me those messages, because I think that they were just doing the best that they could, and they thought that they were helping. But I am so grateful for the fighter in me who refused to quit and refused to believe all of that. And in that, I learned how to begin trusting my intuition and know that it really does know what is best for me. And even the very wounded, scared parts of me that were struggling to navigate that very dark space, I am grateful for those parts too, because they got me here. I also have a lot of gratitude for my body. I have put my body through a lot. And maybe some of you can relate to what it feels like to be drawn to food for comfort, and then the negative thoughts and feelings and emotions that can come from that, and then what you do on the other side to kind of undo it, and that yo-yo. And I'm just grateful that my body has carried me through all of this and everything that I have put it through. The disordered eating, the losing weight and gaining weight and losing it again, and over-exercising and under-exercising, and ignoring all of the signals in my nervous system, and pushing beyond my limits to the point that then I completely shut down and could barely get out of bed, and just feeling so disconnected from my body for so many years. I am grateful that it still held me. It fought for me, and now that I listen to it, it is teaching me what it needs so that it can support me moving forward for however many years I have left on this earth. And now my body and I are partners, and I am so thankful for that shift. And finally, I'm just grateful for the process itself. Change is not one big moment. So many times we think that it is. We think that there is a before and an after, and it is very much the opposite of that. It is a series of tiny decisions and small moments that stack up over time. And I am very thankful that I finally have that understanding that the ups and downs are just a very natural, normal part of the process. And it does not mean failure. It does not mean that I am broken. It does not mean that there is something wrong with me, or that everyone else has it together and I don't. That the challenges that we face, we circle back around and around and around to them as we grow, and that each time we're coming at it from a new level because we have kind of pushed our boundaries and we have reached a new level, and it's a new challenge, even though it feels like it's the same challenge. And as we are stretching our boundaries, that stuff is going to come back up again in a new way. And it feels familiar because we have experienced it to a certain degree before, but it is a new level, and that just means that we're growing. And the woman that I am becoming now, the woman that I am continuously becoming, it is a lifelong unfolding, and that is true for all of you listening. It is true for my clients, and I am just so honored to all of my clients who have trusted me and allowed me to sit with your stories and your fears and your breakthroughs and your softness and your sensitivities. It truly is an honor to support you, and you are part of my gratitude list every single day. So on this Thanksgiving, I just want to say I am grateful for the journey that is behind me. I am grateful for where I am right now in this moment, and I'm also very grateful for the journey that is unfolding in front of me. And most of all, I am grateful for each and every one of you who has walked alongside me at any point along the journey. So next week, as my birthday rolls around, I'm going to be inviting some more of you to walk alongside me, and I am very excited to share my special gift with all of you and to celebrate turning 47 with all of you. But for today, I just, with so much warmth and compassion and gentleness, I just want to wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. Take care. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If so, would you take 30 seconds and share it with a friend who may be feeling like she's broken too? I'd love it if you leave a quick review for the show on Apple Podcasts. It brings me so much joy to know this podcast is helping you. Now it's time for me to stop talking and go soothe my senses in nature. I'll meet you back here next week for another episode. Take care.